Hello and welcome to Annapolis, Maryland. Today, we're at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will come out victorious in the Military Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Duke's offense takes the field for the first time today. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
To the air on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street, getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Boyd. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Got it behind the line. It's Boyd. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Got a man. It's Collins. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He's looking to throw it. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Tulsa wasting no time. Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Quick completion on the out.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Feeling some nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. He's loose. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Duke.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Tulsa, 0.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Williams will pass. Makes his connection. Tulsa wasting no time. Wants to throw on third. Tight end finds a soft spot.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Here's the return. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Blue Devils get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the run, now to throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the catch and knocked down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
He wants to go deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They'll try the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Tulsa wasting no time. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick release on the RPO. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Williams looking for a man. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
They'll throw it on first down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Duke! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Tulsa, 3.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Dances away from the D. He steps out of bounds for a first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Tulsa wasting no time. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On second down, he'll let it fly. Might be looking to run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third down, going up top. Still looking, on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Tulsa wasting no time.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding this sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it. Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Duke! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion. kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Blue Devils have taken it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, you knew this one was over already. Well, how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tulsa, 17.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Williams looking for a man. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurdling it